All praises and glory to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahushai Bahasham Ha Rakah Kodash, double honors to our apostle elders, which rule great millstone while in Shalom to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. May you endure into the end. Shalom. Ba. So Isaiah chapter 1, this is pertaining to the Israelites. All right, and I'm going to go up to verse 9, Isaiah 1 and 9. Except Yahweh, the name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh, of hosts, hosts means armies, had left unto us a very small remnant, and that remnant that remains faithful is of the nation of Israel. We should have been as Sodom, and we should have been like unto Gomorrah. Talking about not existing. The Lord would have, if he didn't keep a remnant of Israel faithful and obedient to him, all Israelites would be destroyed because of sin. All right. So now let's come down to how the Lord's going to restore us. It says in verse 27, Zion shall be redeemed with judgment, and her converts with righteousness. And that's because the Lord has come to Zion. It says in verse 9, except Yahweh of hosts had left unto us a very small remnant, that's Zion, we should have been as Sodom, and we should have been like unto Gomorrah, destroyed and be no more. But because the Lord kept this remnant, Zion, right, pure, which is going to be redeemed through judgment, and her converts with righteousness, which the righteousness is not of our own, but actually of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, and the destruction of the transgressors and of the sinners, which are Israelites, shall be together, and they that forsake Yahweh shall be consumed. And you're going to be consumed in a lake of fire. And that's why it tells you in Proverbs 5, Salakia. Proverbs 5, it says, in Proverbs 5, this is to the Israelites that don't take heed to the wisdom of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. It says, and thou mourn at the last when thy flesh and thy body are consumed. Consumed in what? That lake of fire, the nuclear destruction of America. And say, how have I hated instruction? What is the instruction that we're giving out? Don't take that implantable microchip through prophecy of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. And my heart despised reproof. And they didn't want that correction, right? It says, and have not obeyed the voice of my teachers, which we're teaching not to take the device, but because they're ignorant to this truth, willfully ignorant, right? They don't pay attention to what we're saying. They're hating because of the way we look. They're hating because of the way we sound. They're hating because of who we represent, right? But they're not listening to what we're saying. We're telling you how to get life, but you're telling us to go pound sand and die. So the Lord's going to put that upon you. And when that hour of temptation comes, he's going to give you into your lasciviousness, your deception, right? And you're going to get grief out of that because you're going to be deceived into taking that implantable microchip. Then with the Israelites that are ordained to be destroyed, all right, they hate correction, they hate instruction, they hate reproof. It says, and my heart despised reproof, and have not obeyed the voice of my teachers, nor inclined my ear to them that instructed me. And let me get this in the translation comparison, the Proverbs 5 verse 14 in the NLT. I have come to the brink of utter ruin, and now I must face public disgrace. And that's what's going to happen to these two-thirds. They're going to be publicly disgraced, right? That's even with the MOTB. You go into the mark of the beast, Revelation 13 and 16. It says, and he, the elite of the so-called white race, the red devils that rule the world, causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Now this mark is speaking of the implantable microchip, and when you read into this word, charagma, right, it says a stamp, an imprinted mark, because it's going to be cut into you. See, it says being carved. So it's going to be a shame, because you're going to take a badge of servitude to Esau. You're going to show that you love Esau, and you're going to be destroyed in that, right? Now let's go back to karax, which is the root word, which is talking about the needle that actually cuts your skin to implant an RFID microchip in the trench that it's created, right? Graphel, you can go farther, graphel, because what are they going to do? They're going to keep information on that implantable microchip, see, to describe, and the information that's going to be upon that implantable microchip, the documentation, because you're going to have a digital ID, you're going to have tracking, and as it said, you're going to have to buy and sell with this thing, all right, except for the elect. The elect are not going to take it, all right? So this is that mark, the implantable microchip that it's speaking of, that's going to cause great shame on them that take it, because they're going to be left here to perish in the lake of fire, the nuclear destruction of America.